Craft Corner. How in the world are you guys doing today? It is so good to see you again, and thank you so much for stopping back by to see what I'm up to. And what I'm up to today is my hutch. I'm going to be decorating my hutch, and I want to talk to you a little bit. I had a question and I can't find it, and if I can find it between now and when I sit down and talk to you, I will read you the specific question. But it was a question about what staple pieces I leave in my decor when I do my decorating. So I kind of want to talk to you a little bit about staple pieces. As I said, I had a specific question, and I am really sorry that I cannot find it anywhere. I saw it come up like just a morning or two ago, and then I went looking for it and could not find it. So, but anyway, I thought I would go ahead and acknowledge that I had seen the question first of all, and please leave a comment in the comments to let me know that you were indeed the one that asked the question. I don't remember the name. It came up on my phone really quickly, and I couldn't see it again. It was driving me crazy, but anyway, I do want to talk to you a little bit about that. But first of all, I want to go ahead and decorate up this hutch. And I may do a couple of things to the little corner cabinet over here. I'm really not doing much to either one, you guys, to be honest with you. But I thought that I would bring you along to do whatever I do to them. So let's go ahead and get started. I've taken a little bit of time and I've cleaned this hutch with Bona. This is Bona that it was concentrated. I believe that Chris mixed with water, or it came in a bigger container and we just poured it in here. So I used Bona that I use for the same stuff that I use for my hardwood floors, I use on my wood furniture. Chris's idea and preference. He does not like me using Pledge or any kind of furniture polish like that because it leaves the film, you know, on. So anyway, I'm going to lift you up here and we're going to get started. And excuse the back of my hair. I haven't even checked it, to be honest with you. So if you see my parting back there like it does sometimes, just look past it, please. All right, let's see here. Here we go with the camera angles. Okay, I'm not going to do anything with the top. Sometimes I'll put a couple of scarecrows up there, but right now I am not going to do anything with it this year. I think it looks absolutely fine. I'm not even going to add any fall florals to the greenery up there. I really am not, you guys. I'm really trying to minimize how much I decorate for fall this year. Really and truly, I'm testing myself to see if I can really do this. Yeah, okay, we'll see if Arlene can really do this. So anyway, I do want to start out with that little box. You can see that's the box that Candace, our daughter, Maverick's mama, made me for Christmas. She was in a class that she had to take, a pier building class or whatever that is that, you know, you take sometimes in business, and this was their project, and she gave it to me for Christmas, and everything that you see in the box is also what she gave me for Christmas because I wanted to make the box out of whatever she gave me, except for the burgundy florals in there. Everything else she gave me for Christmas. So all I'm going to do is I'm just going to add some fall florals to it. Not many, not a lot, just enough to say, oh, look, the leaves are falling. It's beginning to look a little bit like fall in our house. Of course, I want to make it look a little better than, oh, look, Arlene just threw some florals in there, you know. I don't want it to look bad, but then again, you know how the fall leaves look when they first start to fall, you know? I do have one floral pick here that has a kind of a white sunflower on it and little more sunflowers. So I thought that might be cute to add in. I was going to maybe put some of these in, but I don't think so. I don't think it needs it. I like it just as it is there. it. Oh, it looks cute, just like that. Done, as Liz would say, right? Okay, now we're gonna move right here. And last year, I had made these up. I got these melamine plates at and then Chris glued them on these chargers that I also got from I believe. And they're stuck on there really nicely. And I want to put these two right next to one another. As you can see on my hutch, I don't know whether you can see, I've moved some things off of the hutch and kind of made a little hole, or left little holes as to where I want to put things. So this, I had a blue platter up here. So instead of just one platter, I want to put these two plates. Oh, this is up really high. This hutch stands 8 feet tall, you guys. So that, even for me, and I don't want to get on a ladder, you know, so even for me, it's kind of difficult. So there we go. Okay, I think that looks okay. It's centered between the box and the end of the hutch, like that. And I have a lot of white on here. White and blue and burnt orange, as you know. Blue and white and burnt orange is kind of my theme for this year. So I do have this. I thought I could put it up here maybe in the middle. Not crazy about that. I also, one of you guys actually gave me this beautiful piece of milk glass with the gold leaves and whatnot on it with a lid. And this is actually a wedding cake dish that I'll explain to you that. I'll explain that to you what that is later. But for now, I just want to put this right up here in the middle, I think. And I think that'll look, me and my cattywomp. I always like things to be cattywomp a little bit, you know? And I like that, just like that. I don't think I want to put anything else up there. I think it looks nice just like that. All right, let's go down to the next shelf, and I'm really not going to do too much with it. You can see I have two blue plates. I do want to kind of move them out just a little bit more to the edges. Not necessarily so they're hidden, but I want them to, visually, I want them to look a little different. And then all I have is this pumpkin, and I got it from At Home last year. And that's how much I paid for it. What does that say? $12.99. So I just simply want that right there. And I think I'm going to leave this just as it is. This is a bowl that is Staffordshire, and I got that at the Minuteman Mini Mall over in Culpeper, Virginia. And this is the lid that comes with this bowl, and I just have it set in a cake, or in a picture hanger in there. I have it sitting up on a picture hanger. Okay, for right now, that's all I want to put there. And then the next shelf down, you can see that I'm going to leave this milk glass container right there like that. I think it's beautiful. I did have this 3-tiered tray, or this I'm sure a lot of you have these. I chalk painted this a while back. And this is really cute, and I may use it somewhere else in the decor, but I did have it here last year, and I don't want it here again this year. I want to just do something different. So I do have these little containers. I got these from Michael's last year. I like it better without the fall leaves. Kind of decorating on the fly here, aren't I? Somebody said that to me the other day. You're decorating on the fly, Arlen. And I am. Okay, then as you can see down on this shelf, Lisa, I did move your nativity that you gave me, bless your heart, over into my big hutch in the dining room for fall. I will be pulling it back out, as you know, for Christmas. But for now, I needed a little bit more space out here, and it was looking a little crowded here. So I moved it over into the hutch. Okie dokie. So I'm going to leave that as is right now. This is the little figure, this on this shelf. This is a little figurine that Linda, I believe her name was, sent that to me in the mail along with a gift for little Maverick. So I think I'm going to leave her right there. She's so cute. All right, now we're going to move right on down here to the bottom shelf. And you can see I just have like a gold, this is a gold picture holder. And I'm just setting that back in the back there because I want to lean this velvet pumpkin, of a blue velvet pumpkin. I want to lean the velvet pumpkin up on it and just snug the white candlesticks on. I don't have a picture holder that will hold that pumpkin, so we'll go with that and it looks fine. Okay, I'm going to go over here and do a couple of things to the truck. Much like I did to that up there, I just am going to start adding a few fall florals to it. Okie dokie. I think that might be it, you guys. I don't think I want to mess with it anymore. I do have a couple of more milk glass containers, but I don't think I want to put them up there. I may change my mind, but for now I think I'm liking it. Truly. Got me some of that, oh, sorry about the lighting, the Oasis stuff, just to smush down in here. That looks cute. All right. The only thing I wanted to use was this. I thought was really cute. I have this little dish. It's a hobnail, very kind of pretty shaped dish. And I just wanted to put a pumpkin in it. But I really don't want to, it'll mess up my flow if I put it, you know. We'll put the birds somewhere else. Okay. I think that's going to do it, you guys. I love it. I don't think I need anything on the top. If I do, you'll see it in the home tour, but I really like it the way it is. I could put a couple of scarecrows up there if I can go dig them out, but I'm not going to today. So I think that's going to do it. I've kind of got these two flower arrangements flanking one another, or, you know, cattywomp from one another. Kitty corner, cattywomp, however you say it, from one another. I have a total kind of blue and white and cream shelf. And then I have just a touch of orange with the little lady there. And then kind of bringing the blue down, but pulling in more of the orange. I like it. It looks balanced to me. And that is super duper important to me, that things look balanced, because I am just ridiculously symmetrical. Alrighty, you guys, I think that'll do it. That'll do it for this part of it. So I will be back in just a little bit. I'm gonna grab my computer, see if I can find that question. And if I can't, I'm still gonna talk to you about it because I think it's important as you guys are decorating. Not that I'm any kind of expert. I don't mean that, but I'll be right back. Well, y'all, look what I did. I added some more. I remembered I had one more tuft of these kind of leaves downstairs. So I ran down, well, I walked down, I didn't run. I ran down and cut it all apart and stuck it all up in there. Forgot to turn the camera back on. But there we go. I think that looks good. I didn't look for scarecrows down there. I may have a couple, but it might just stay like that too. In place of the fleur-de-lis, I could put a couple of scarecrows, but I think it looks fine. All right, now, I'll be right back. Excuse my background here. This is one of my air purifiers. And that's how you get to the laundry room right there. And then of course I haven't done anything for this for fall yet. So things are looking a little bit, it's different. I'm telling you, these camera angles, you guys. What can I say? These camera angles. Anyway, I'm finished with my hutch. I'm super happy with it. And as I said, I may go down and see if I can find a couple of scarecrows. I know I have two that are about the same height somewhere downstairs. And if I can find them, then I'll throw them up there and you all will see them for the, for the home tour. But for today, I'm done messing with it. I'm really happy with it. But as I promised, I did want to come back and talk to you guys just for a minute because I've been getting some questions. And that one particular question that honest to goodness, you guys, I just went back. Some of you probably have had some of your Instagram stuff that you put up hearted and some old video comments that I never saw hearted. I have been searching and searching for this one comment that one of you guys, or it was a question and a comment. And I know it had to do with staple pieces, what I do with my staple pieces for fall, or what staple pieces do I use for fall? Something like that. And as I said, it flashed by my phone and then it was gone into, who knows where, oblivion somewhere. I apologize so much. It's not my fault, obviously, but I have searched and searched for it, and whoever you are, I can't find it. So hopefully you will see this and you will hear my answer here eventually. But for those of you who don't know, I wrote a whole blog about this years and years ago about how instead of going out every season and buying, say, a new ladder or a new table or even new pictures or new containers or new shelving or new hutches or new this or new that, I used my same staple pieces. And staple pieces can mean something as big as this hutch to something as small as the box that Chris just made me that I will use over and over and over again, I really like doing that because I store enough stuff in my basement, and I've been trying to purge a lot each year as I go through each year. So I've really been trying not to have a lot of extra, say, vases, a lot of extra boxes, a lot of extra, tables and pictures and plaques. I try not to do too much of that. I have enough of it. I'm 58 years old. I don't need to be gathering these things like that, just to gather more and more and more stuff just because I get a hankering to change, something out. Instead, I tend to buy like my ladder for my cozy corner, and I'll try to be putting pictures, especially if they'll hide that dumb air purifier up a little bit. I'll try to put some pictures here to show you what I'm talking about. Let's start with my cozy corner ladder. The cozy corner that I have on my ladder is 6 feet tall. And I bought it down in Williamsburg at a country store. It used to be open down there. It's no longer open. We noticed that when we went down this last couple of times just recently. That store, I don't think it made it through the COVID, you know. It actually might have been closed even last year, but regardless, it's now closed. But that's where I got it. It is a nice ladder. It is not a chintzy little ladder. It is a nice ladder. I paid about $100 for it. Many years ago though. It's probably been here within like the first year that we moved into the house or shortly thereafter. And we've been in this house for 7 years, and that ladder has sat in that same corner for the duration. And I switch out the decor on it a little bit, even if it's just a different color bow, even if it's just, you know, right now I have a swag that has actually become a staple piece over the picture that has become a staple piece that I have, the one that says a place to go is home, and, you know, having both is whatever it says there. I can't think, it's like the chalkboard looking picture. And that's been staying on all year round too. I do switch it out sometimes for fall. I'll put something different. The only time that that ladder comes out of that corner is at Christmas time, because a lady named Angel here on, I'm gonna cry, here on YouTube gave me this gorgeous sleigh, you guys. It is absolutely gorgeous. She got it from QVC. I believe it's still available there, but it's really expensive. I don't think it's quite as expensive. It was expensive when she bought it, but regardless, she bought that for me, and I utilized that. I've utilized it for the last 2 years in that corner for Christmas. Before that, I used the ladder. But because she got me that beautiful sleigh, I want to use it, you know, so that's where I've chosen to put it. And the ladder, actually, I use the ladder in the sleigh. So the ladder actually doesn't come out of the corner. It just gets put in the sleigh. So I would say the ladder is one of my major staple pieces, you know, that I use and reuse and reuse and reuse. Other things that I use a lot are my lanterns and trays. Now you can see out here in the dining room there, you can see that I have a lantern centerpiece, and I'll try to give you a better picture up close. A lantern centerpiece that I always make, when I make my big lantern centerpieces, I make them with, I have 2 of those big lanterns, and I have the same trays, and I utilize the same lantern and the same tray, usually on this table, until I had my dough bowl, which has become a staple piece too. I use that lantern and tray. I have 2 of them, that one and one for this table too. And I redecorate around the seasons or around the holidays in using the same lantern and using the same tray, but just switching out the funky bow topper, for instance, switching out some of the accent pieces, maybe a different color candle inside the lantern, doing different decor inside the lantern. I even, with my funky bow on my Then Sings My Soul lantern, that's a staple piece, my Then Sings My Soul lantern, because it's sentimental to me, you know, because Stacy put the sticker on there. Stacy's my first cousin. Put the sticker on there, Then Sings My Soul. Then Sings My Soul is one of my family's favorite hymns. So therefore, I want to use that lantern all the time. So therefore, I've incorporated red into the kitchen to match the Pioneer Woman play. You know, there is a method to my madness, you guys. There really is. But I try. I know I don't craft on a budget necessarily sometimes, but I do try to save some money. Whatever monies I make from my YouTube channel gets turned around and put right back into my channel. But that doesn't mean that I want to go spend every penny of that every month. And I don't make that much, trust me, you know. And if I have a big project in mind, for instance, this pumpkin I'm getting ready, I have my 3-tiered pumpkin sitting behind, I can't reach it, behind the camera there. I needed to go buy some florals and whatnot with, you know, for that. So that cost me a little bit of money this year. But everything that I did here on my hutch, for instance, I didn't purchase one thing for this. This is all repurposed fall decor that I just pulled out of my bins from last year and utilized for this year. You know, I'm really trying hard in the last couple of years not to go out. Chris can't even believe it. He's like, we go to lunch, and he's like, all right, where are we going today? I said, I don't have anywhere to go. He goes, excuse me? I said, honest to Pete, honey, I don't have anything to buy. I do, you know, when I had the idea for the pumpkin, I talked to him about it and I said, well, I'm gonna have to go to Hobby Lobby and get some florals for that. He says, well, thank goodness, finally, you're gonna go buy something. And I was like, you have a fever? He goes, yeah, but he says, you make your own money with your channel. Not that he ever said anything to me about spending money on my, you know, crafting pieces. He likes the house the way it's decorated. He likes the house to be decorated. So therefore that encourages me to keep it decorated, you guys. So let me think, I lost my train of thought. So my lantern is a staple pieces, and my lantern centerpieces and the trays are staple pieces. The tray that I usually have sitting out on the credenza, that's another staple piece. Let me think. I used to have 4 black candlesticks that used to sit up on the mantle. I've lightened my palette when I've gone to the, you know, to the blue and white cottage decor. My palette has lightened up a little bit. For my accent pieces, I do more creams with the cottage, you know, decor. So, but I still have my black candlesticks, which I love and will pull out again. I absolutely love those. They were staple pieces up there for a long time. The lanterns up on top of the cabinets are definitely staple pieces. Those lanterns have been up there since we moved in, you guys. All along the tops of the cabinets. All of those lanterns have been, I hope you can see them, have been up there. All of those, you know, and all of the Dickens houses, they are some of my staple pieces. And my pitberry garlands, they are more of my staple pieces. You know, things that I use and reuse and reuse and reuse throughout all the years, throughout the holidays and the season, you know, the seasons. I don't, like I said, I'm gonna be 59 next month, 59 in October. You know, when we first moved in here, I thought, oh, we're gonna live in this house, they're gonna have to carry us out of here. Well, we're not thinking that anymore, you guys. We're thinking we might live here another maybe decade, as long as we can handle the house, you know, physically. As long as we can handle doing it. We don't have a house cleaner. I get asked that a lot. I get a little insulted when people ask me that, you know, who comes to clean your house for you? And I'm like, me, myself, and I, and Chris, you know, all the 2 of us clean the house. He does the entire yard. He doesn't have somebody come to do the yard. If we can't handle our house if we can't handle living in a house and cleaning our house, anyway, regardless, another one of my pet peeves. So, but I can see us moving out of here probably in the next decade. So I'm going to be purging and purging and purging. I'm not going to take all this stuff with me. I'm not going to take, I just won't have room wherever we go, you know? So, I mean, that's obvious. I won't have as much room. So I try to keep pieces, I try to use pieces that are my favorites and that are sentimental to me and that I've come to depend on. For instance, that vase that I bought at the Minuteman Mini Mall that sits in my kitchen window, that's become a staple piece. That's been sitting in there an entire year and just been redecorated for the seasons, except for Christmas. From January through October 31st, it's been decorated for the seasons. Now it comes out of there for Christmas because I put something else there. Everything gets replaced for Christmas. So, you know, even my wreaths, I kind of repurpose my wreaths too. As you've noticed, I've not been making a lot of wreaths. I love making wreaths, but I don't need any more wreaths, you guys. I don't have enough doors for wreaths. I have way more wreaths than I have doors to put them on. So, you know, unless I need a wreath, like after Christmas, I'm going to be doing the blue and white wreath, you know, to go on the back of the front door. Because I have a fall wreath to go there and then I have a Christmas wreath to go there. So I'll need something in January and that's when I'll make that wreath to go on the back of the front door. But even my wreaths are my staple pieces, you know? So I encourage you, if, you know, I am tired of having all of the stuff. I'm tired of having to go and search and search and search, even though I'm very organized and even though I can usually put my hands on something pretty quick. I have way more down there than I need right now for fall. And I will be purging after fall because this is the 2nd year in a row that I've done it like this and I'm really enjoying doing this like this. Just augmenting the blue and white, you know? and bringing a little bit of fall into each little vignette, you know, and I don't need to have 20 bins or whatever. It's not 20, I think it might be 10 though, of fall stuff of my traditional fall decor. I don't need it. I don't need it. Why don't I donate it and give it to somebody who does need it, who could use it? You know, that's more important. That's a better place to put it other than sitting in my basement, right? To give it to somebody who could utilize it. So it was really, when I saw that question come through and then it disappeared, but when I saw it come through, I thought, wow, I really want to answer that. I really want to take some time to talk with them about that and let you know where I am right now in my life. I'm getting older. As I said, I keep saying that, I know. And I know that you guys are going to go, Arlene, stop saying you're old. You're not old. And I'm not. I don't feel old. But I'm just like, I don't need all this stuff around all the time. You know what I mean? I don't need it. And I like things to look pretty, but you don't have to have 5,000 things sitting around for things to look pretty. You know, it may be prettier without 5,000 things looking around. And you know, I'm ever changing and ever evolving through my decorating life. You know, so as you guys have seen me. Hi, comes Chris in the door. Want to say hi? He's waving. He's not saying. You want to come wave hi? No, he's got his hands full. But anyway, you guys have seen me go from pretty much primitive country decor through many different phases. So just in the 4 years I've been here on YouTube, I'm almost to my 4-year anniversary here. Come up, I think it's October 6th or 7th, something like that. I'll be on YouTube for 4 years, you guys. I can't even believe it. I can't even believe it, you know. I feel so lucky and blessed to have all of you in my life. And I wanted to take, that's another thing, I wanted to take some time. I've had a lot of new subscribers come in as of late. Thank you so much for taking that extra step to subscribe. I so appreciate that. I really, really do. I appreciate you taking the time to watch. I appreciate every single one of you. I appreciate every comment, every sweet word. I'm not fantastic about getting back. I mostly in my YouTube, when you see my heart show up there, you know I've read your comment, and I do try to read every comment. In my Facebook group, sometimes I'm better than others. It just depends on what I'm doing in my life. Sometimes I'm better at, sometimes I just give hearts in there just because I'm so busy, you guys, you know? So, plus this little pistol, he's been taking up some time in our lives too, and that's way more important, you know? Family, that's more important. Grandson, that's important, you know? So, anyway, all right, you guys, that's it. My goodness, I'm all hot and flushed. Having a hot flash? Not really. I'm just hot from doing the decorating. I'm just flushed. So, but anyway, I hope that some of my yammerings here, you know, have helped you guys, you know, kind of understand where I come from in my decorating. I am, again, not educated. I am whatever talent you guys think that I may have. It's a gift from God. I really believe that. It's not anything that I do. You know, I have tried to nurture that gift, you know, I've tried to work on it and get better, you know, but it comes from inside, you know, it comes from above. So, but anyway, that's it for this one, you guys. So I will come back next one. I don't know. I've got my dough bowl here to do on this side of the house. I've got my dough bowl to do yet and the powder room to do, which I'm not doing hardly anything. So I'll probably, and the corner shelf, so I'll probably come back and do the corner shelf in the powder room. Then maybe the dough bowl will be next. And then we're gonna move into the living room and dining room and foyer and just do, I don't know how many videos in there, probably not very many. But, you know, a touch of stuff probably in the dining room, and then a touch of maybe 3 videos, you know, if that. I might do dining room, living room, and then foyer. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how much I decide to do in there. But I do want to get my home tour up. You know, I really want to get that up by 1st of October sometime, so that those of you who are decorating can see the whole thing done. Or you know, I enjoy showing you the whole houses so you can see my whole vision. You know, it's one thing when we're focused on one thing at a time. It's another thing when we can back up and look at, you know, the whole design, you know, which you know, hopefully I'm making it cohesive and pulling everything together. Fingers crossed anyway. Alrighty, I guess that's it. I don't know what else is going on. I should be back this weekend, Saturday, I would imagine. And I hope, but until then, I hope that you guys have a good couple of days here. And I'll just say, let me go into my final words, and I'll just say, I hope that all is well with everyone. And for those of you who might be struggling or suffering with a catastrophic illness or chronic pain, I hope you have someone there with you, taking care of you, helping you get through each day, making the very, very best out of each day. I hope there's nothing weighing on your minds or your hearts, pulling your attention away from where you want it to be or from where it should be. I love y'all to bits, to bits, to bits, hugs all around, and I keep you in my thoughts and my prayers every single day. And with all that said, I'll just say, until next time, y'all take good care. Come back and I'll give you at least one last video or some pictures. Bye-bye.